Thank you very much for clicking that button. And I'm sure you received my email and you read and you wanted to know more. Now, there is also one thing I would like us just to think about, or especially now that we are discussing, I would like you to think about this. Are you aware the reason as to why most companies will want to change their systems or their ERP systems? Now, there are actually several factors as to why these companies will want to change their ERP systems. Now, one of the factor is that they will want actually to streamline the operations. They will want the operations actually to be able to be streamlined. That is, for example, if you are an HR manager and you want to know the effectiveness and the production of your human force, you will only gauge that relative to the system that you are using. Now, the other factor as to why most organizations will want to change their ERP systems, it is because they will always want to control their data, and especially they will want to have this, what we call the centralized data management. That irrespective of the number of branches or quarters they may have in the company, they will want to control everything in one central location. And that is one of the major factors as to why most companies will want actually to change their systems. Now, the other factor is that maybe they've actually, detected some essence of, or some areas of whereby there are areas which have weaknesses, and weaknesses in the sense that to an extent that maybe they are experiencing theft. Okay, now theft is one of the major key things that a lot of companies, and especially distributors, wholesalers, and retailers, this is actually an area whereby they end up losing a lot of stock. Okay, now for example, you are a distributor and you've given one of your drivers, or maybe one of your sales representative, the amount of stock to be delivered into a certain destination. Like in the course of transit, when they are on transit, how do you actually monitor those products that are actually on transit? And even after they've been delivered in a specific destination, it could be your branch, it could be a customer, or it could be maybe a factory. Okay, how do you substantiate that these items that were actually given to these people on transit are safely delivered? How will you be able to know that the other party has actually received these products? Okay, and then there is also another thing. There are also those who will want to change their system simply because they've seen people or businesses relative to their own operations are actually changing systems. Now, one of the major things is that we need to understand is that ERP systems are very, very essential and very vital in our modern day operations today. And if there is any other business, organization, or company that does not actually use the ERP systems, they are actually lacking behind. Why? Because one most greatest fatal thing that will end up happening to them, it is actually competition. They will be actually dwindled, or they will be overcome by competition. And for you to be able to stay ahead of competition is to ensure that you have a valiant and a very compliant system that will be able to help you actually be ahead than your competition. And that is the major essence as to why ERP systems are very important. Now, I'm telling you this, my dear brothers and sisters, because I've actually been, or I've been actually consulting to several companies and providing to them ERP solutions. It could be supermarkets, it could be wholesales, it could be organizations, different organizations that may look for systems, it could be banks, it could be HR management organizations. All those organizations have actually dealt with them and have provided systems in different organizations for them that they started when they were actually small, but right now they are a corporate. Okay, they are a corporate organization. You can just imagine what systems can really do. And the fact that you read my email and the fact that you came here, you clicked that button and you came, it's a sign that you really wanted to know more. and it is a sign that you are actually looking for a better system. Now, one thing is that I know there are so many other systems outside there. There are systems that will tell you that you need to buy different gadgets here and there for you to be able to operate. There are systems that will tell you you need to actually, purchase what we call a server for you to be able actually to operate. But that is actually long gone, old technology. You no longer need a servers or server hardwares for you to be able to operate your system. As long as you have a stable internet connection in terms of fiber connection, very stable, very secure, and will advise if you can have more than one service providers, which will be very okay, then you are good to go. You are good to install the system and you are good to move on with your business. You don't have to stop your business simply because somebody is telling you to purchase a server. Those are all technology. Now, one of the greatest thing also is that there are systems that you can be given. But given that you are the owner of the system, what happens if you travel? Because traveling, you must. Okay? Traveling, you must. Now, when you will be in Dubai, trying to ease in your mind, trying to see things, how good things are, trying to appreciate the creation that God actually had given to the earth. Now, during that course, you do not actually have to worry about other things, or maybe people are stealing from your business. And because of that, you end up even not taking time, to even play golf or doing things that are very recreational to your own personal, to your personal needs and even to your own family. You cannot even spare time for your family simply because you have to be there. Because if you are not there, then things will go south. Now, I have good news for you. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You do not actually have to worry about that anymore. I have a solution for you, an ERP solution. Click ERP. And this is a solution that is purely web-based, that as long as you have internet, you can actually literally use this ERP system. And then at the end of it all, one of the greatest profound strength of this system, it is that you can actually be able to log in whatever part of the world that you are in, as long as you can access internet and be able to see how your business is actually doing. And it is real time. You are able to monitor the kind of stocks that have been actually received. You are able to monitor invoices that have been raised. You are able to monitor the sales that have actually incurred. You are able to monitor also those stocks that are on transit. And if their destination has actually arrived, you are also able to monitor that. You can even trigger it in a sense that once the customer has received those goods, then the system will be able to send you an email that this customer has actually received these goods. Or even if an invoice has been raised, the system is able to send you an email to tell you that such an invoice has been raised to this and this type of client. And even it gives you who has actually raised that invoice. So in every aspect of your organization, the system will be able actually to compile reports for you. And those reports are generated automatically. So you do not need to be there. You let your people work. Let them do whatever things they can do. But at the end of it all, the system will give you an accountability of everything that was happening in that company. Can you imagine? Is that not actually good news? That is exactly good news. And that is what I know you, as a business owner, you could be looking for. Please don't waste time. It's night time now. You need actually to discuss. You need actually to look for me. Let's discuss about these things. And please, if you have time, you can click this other arrow here, that arrow there that you're seeing, so that you can just have a snippet of a demo of what the system can really do. But if you really are looking for a serious demo, whereby you want serious discussions to be discussed, please, you can also call us through the numbers you're seeing there. And you can even email me through also the email address you're seeing there, so that we can pick this discussion further. I know a lot of people face challenges, and especially at times you may employ people. At the beginning, they will be very trustworthy to you, but towards the end, they might actually mess you up. So don't run your business like a church. Don't run your business on a principle of faith. Run your business professionally, and you need an ERP system for you to be able to run these things. Please check on me right away at kubisolutions.com, or even you can call me through the number you're seeing right now on the screen, 0727 625 340. That is my number. You can call me right away and we can pick up this discussion so that we fix you and you become more competitive in this life. You know, your business has to be more competitive and you can be more ahead than the rest of the people. Now, that is the secret. That is the secret today. The secret today is not how much knowledge you have. The secret today is not how much stock or how many distributors you can actually talk to. The secret today is how can you invest on the right system. And once you've invested on the right system, then you will always be ahead of competition. That is the secret, my friend. So check on the demo right here, and then let's actually pick this conversation further. Otherwise, thank you very much and looking forward for your feedback.